Moving in San Francisco is tough, especially with items you can't afford to lose. What if the biggest risk isn't the movers, but you? By packing your own valuables, you become liable for nearly all damage. This liability is significant because it's incredibly easy to make simple, costly packing mistakes with high-value items. Professionals don't just avoid these mistakes. They use a system specifically designed for protection. We will now break down the hidden risks of DIY packing, how professionals eliminate them, and what it really means for your SF move. The first problem is the expertise gap. Professional packers are trained specialists, handling delicate art and electronics daily. It starts with the materials. They use specialty containers and industrial-grade bubble wrap that DIY packers often skip. Beyond materials, they create a custom plan. They assess fragile items and decide on a specific strategy for each one. This expertise translates to speed. What takes you weeks of stressful evenings, a professional crew can often finish in a single day. This isn't just about saving time. It's about reducing the immense stress of a move. You handle logistics while they do the work. How do they do it? First, they use proper layering and double wrapping to create shock-absorbent shells for fragile items. Second, they eliminate empty space inside boxes. Any wiggle room is a chance for an item to shift and break during transit. Finally, it's how the truck is loaded. They are trained to build stable tiers, placing fragile boxes in the safest positions. These techniques are not just theory. How do they apply in a challenging environment like San Francisco? San Francisco's steep hills and narrow streets can wreak havoc on a truck's contents. Local pros know routes to minimize jostling. Many SF buildings require a certificate of insurance. Professionals handle this paperwork seamlessly, avoiding access issues on moving day. This local expertise means fewer risks on the road and less logistical friction. The result is a smoother move from start to finish. Now for the most misunderstood part of moving: insurance. Even if movers are responsible, their default liability coverage is shockingly low. Standard coverage pays just 60 cents per pound. Your 10-pound, $2,000 laptop is only covered for $6. That's just not enough for high-value goods. You can buy better coverage, called full-value protection. But there's a huge catch. Companies can limit liability for packed-by-owner boxes. So you take on liability and get less insurance coverage when you self-pack. Is the money you save actually worth the risk? When professionals pack for you, their work is fully covered under their insurance. If something is damaged, the claim is far more straightforward. This level of protection sounds expensive. But what does professional packing actually cost? You'll find out the real numbers in a moment. Let's connect the two biggest risks. Remember, you are liable for what you pack. We now know extra insurance is weakened for those same boxes. This creates a DIY risk zone. You hold maximum liability with minimum insurance coverage. This is the hidden gamble of self-packing. Professional packing is the mechanism to exit this risk zone. It transfers liability to the packers and validates your insurance coverage. So, the cost we mentioned. For a small home, pro packing can range from $300 to $800. Weighed against replacement costs, it's an investment. The choice is between a lower upfront cost with high, hidden risk or a higher upfront cost for complete protection and peace of mind. To recap, packing your own high-value items puts the liability squarely on your shoulders, and your insurance coverage is often compromised. Professionals bring expertise, proper materials, and SF-specific knowledge. They save you time, reduce stress, and ensure your items are insured. The question is not, can you afford professional packers? It's, can you afford the financial risk of not hiring them? Before your next San Francisco move, don't just get a quote for moving. Ask for a quote that includes packing for your valuables. You don't need them to pack the whole house. Hire them just for the kitchen or fragile art to manage cost while minimizing risk. Compare the cost of that service to the potential cost of replacing damaged items. Make an informed decision to protect what matters. Your peace of mind during one of life's most stressful events is worth the investment.